Hi guys, I'm funkyfinchtime, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I just kind of wanted to share my Stardew Valley experiences, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a what I do at the end game for you guys, and make sure you watch to the end because I had something super awesome and super rare happen. Anyways, thanks so much, and hope you enjoy. So let's get right into it. The file I'm going to be playing on today, I'm on day 4 of fall, year 3. As you can see, I've spent almost 75 hours on this file, and I'm pretty much at the end game. There's really not much left to do besides going for completion. So in terms of completion, really the only things I have left are going for 100% on all the achievements and finishing up the Monster Slayer quests. As you can see here, I'm like 65% done, I think is what Steam says. So the ones I haven't completed are Full Shipment, which is in the works. I'll talk about that a little bit later on. Polyculture, again, that's also in the works. I'll talk a little bit more about that one later. Craft Master, craft every item. Yeah, I've really barely gotten Artisan, which is to craft 30 different items. I just don't craft much. Sous Chef, cook 25 different recipes. I've barely done cook. Let's see, Popular and Beloved Farmer. I just really don't do much friendship stuff. And then Complete Collection. Complete all the museum collection. Yeah, all I have left is this stupid sword, which has a 1% chance of spawning in Cindersap Forest and a 0.8% chance of spawning in an artifact spot in the mountains. So I've been trying to grind in Skull Caverns and see if I can get it from an artifact trove. And as you can see, I've been unsuccessful so far. So this playthrough, I did decide to marry Sebastian, and the entire reason is solely because when you get him up to his maximum heart level, you get 2 little frogs. You can only see one right now, but I just think they're so cute, and it's literally the only reason I married him. So, besides this morning, because I was showing you guys some stuff, I, every single day, check the TV. I first do the weather report, just because it makes me feel good to do it, and then I do the fortune teller, and that's because luck is super, super important for Stardew Valley. It affects just about everything in the game, and I think it's really important to know that before you decide what you're going to do for the day, especially if you're thinking about doing a run down in the mines. Alright, so let's go ahead and head on outside. So, first thing, one of the things we can see is that I've got a wine done. And this past summer, I grinded 216 starfruit with my iridium sprinkler layout, and I'm in the process of turning 125 of those into wine. That's because I'm going to fill all the casks in the layout I have down in my cellar, which I'll show you guys in just a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and collect these wines and replace the starfruit in those kegs, and I'm also going to keep a single starfruit in my inventory to bring back up to my tester keg. That tester keg, once it goes off, lets me know that I have at least some wines done down my keg layout below. So as promised, let's go ahead and take a look at my cask layout. So this actually isn't something that I came up with on my own. I actually found it on the Stardew Valley Wiki, and I spend a lot of my time on the Stardew Valley Wiki. I pretty much always have a tab up on my computer. But this is 125 casks, and they're all accessible. I could have the wines going now, but I've decided I want to wait and dump them all at once. Alright, so back to full completion. So if we go over here to collections and down to achievements, as you can see, I have Full Shipment and Polyculture left. Full Shipment is ship 1 of every item, and Polyculture is ship 15 of every crop. So for Full Shipment, if we go back over here to the collections menu, I finished this screen, and all I have left over here is Fairy Rose. That's what that shape is right there. And I've actually got them going right here at the top of the screen, right over here where little Dennis is. And just a little bit off topic, but I've decided to grow a bunch of pumpkins this fall, and I'll show you guys a little bit more about that in a video I have coming up. But as you can see, my iridium sprinkler placement isn't 100% effective because I usually do more of an animal run using truffles for money and only growing the crops I need for the community center. So I'm not exactly sure, how to lay out the sprinklers effectively, but I'm fine-tuning it as I go along. Alright, so back to polyculture. If we go here to the collections menu and then scroll over each individual item, it'll actually tell us how many of that item we've shipped, which is so important for polyculture because it helps us understand how many we have left. So not every item counts for polyculture. I'll put a list on the screen now of crops which do, but all I have left are artichokes and amaranth. I'm super excited because I've got all of those planted right over here. They're kind of mixed in amongst each other and amongst some pumpkins, but as long as lightning doesn't take a bunch of them out, which is possible, I should have enough to finish polyculture. As I said before, I'm also working on finishing all of the Monster Slayer quests, so let's head on into the Adventurers Guild and I'll show you guys what I've done and what I have left. So if you look right here, I've done slimes, bats, skeletons, cave insects, and dust sprites, which actually I just finished yesterday. And then I also finished rock crabs and serpents. So what I'm working on right now is void spirits, so let's head down into the mines and I'll show you what they look like. Alright, now that we're back in the mines, and of course you could just take the vine guard if you're coming from your house or run on over there. We go over to the elevator and then I usually go to level 85. And the reason I do that is because void spirits are found levels 81 to 119, and I think it's easiest just to go right to 85, right where you know you can find some, and then just go on to 120 and then start again at 85 when you're trying to grind them out. As you can see here, all of these guys, both the Shadow Men and the Shadow Shaman, are all Void Spirits. So all of these guys will count towards Void Spirits and the monster slaying goal. So these guys right here are Shadow Men, and they do pretty standard melee damage. But this guy right here, the Shadow Shaman, he's a little more tricky. If he hits you, you are jinxed for -8 defense for 10 seconds. So definitely kill him first if you're in a group of monsters, unlike what I just did. Alright, now that I'm half dead and it's getting late, probably about time to head back over to the farm. Okay, I cannot believe I managed to get that on screen recording because that is so awesome! That was a super rare event that I've only had happen one other time on a play file, and it was actually a meteorite. And that's what it means when you hear that sound and you see the text, an explosion was heard the night. So let's go check it out. Alright, there's a lot of places that meteorite could have spawned, so let's go try to hunt it down. We'll start down this way and take a look. And here it is, right by my cows. So the meteorite is an event with a 1% chance of occurring that can happen every night, but it's super rare, again at 1%, and with the way that events work in Stardew Valley, it's a little bit harder to actually get it. For the meteorite event, there's only a 1% chance of it being selected in the first place, and then it scans your field and randomly selects a 6x6 area. It scans the 6x6 area for a 2x2 area within that's completely free of debris such as ponds or buildings or anything like that would prevent it from landing, and then if there is nothing within that 2x2 area, it will land there. If you have a gold quality pickaxe or better, you can break it open. And what it drops isn't so great in and of itself. It drops 6 iridium ore, 6 stones, and 2 geodes, but it's still pretty awesome just to get the meteorite in your field in the first place, and I can't believe I got it on video. Anyways, if you are still watching, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. I'm just gonna have fun here, like I said before. I'm sorry this was so kind of scatterbrained, but next time I think I'm going to be doing more of an outline and having more of a plan for the video as opposed to just kind of hopping on and doing whatever. So, thanks so much, guys, and let me know what you think.